I'm Andrea.
I'm JC.
I'm Brett.
I'm Erin.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Jerome.
And I'm Bobby.
Thank you all for being here. I'd like for you all to take a minute and do a little role play for me. I want you all to put yourselves in the shoes of a firefighter for a few minutes. You had a good hard day working, good training class. You're in about 40 hours of your 48-hour work shift, going to bed, go to sleep, and the tone goes off for a motor vehicle crash. You go from 0 to 150 like that. While you're getting down to the rig to get your gear on, additional information comes, party's trapped. As you're en route to the call, dispatch comes back with additional info that there's 3 juveniles, an adult female trapped in a vehicle 3 to 4 feet off the ground in a tree. As you arrive on scene, bystanders say 2 of the juveniles are unresponsive, not moving. You walk up to the vehicle. The 11-year-old boy is halfway through the front windshield, deceased. The infant in the infant child seat is in the rear seat, halfway through the wing window. As you pull the car seat up, the infant seat was not attached by the vehicle seat belt. The whole front side of their body was sheared off, going through the wing window. The 8-year-old boy in the rear seat behind the driver, unconscious, but breathing. And the mother has critical life-threatening injuries up in the front seat, extremely intoxicated. Both the mother and the child that are alive need to be airlifted to the local trauma center. As you pull the child out, you notice that he stops breathing and you need to begin life-saving resuscitation. While you're doing that, the father pulls up. The father of the 3 children, the ex-husband of the ex-wife in the front seat. He was late picking them up and she was distraught taking him to him. He becomes hysterical. Unfortunately, the firefighters and the crew are unable to save the child's life, the 8-year-old. As we begin picking up, the mother gets airlifted to the hospital, to the local trauma center. We start putting sheets over the deceased. We start taking blame on ourselves. We figure, what could we have done more? We start hot washing, debriefing, trying to get better at the situation and talk to ourselves. When bang, the next call drops. We have to go. We have to forget about what we got and we got to move on. Firefighters and EMTs witness some of the most horrific things that you can imagine. Homicides, suicides, child abuse, structure fires, and car accidents. This is what I'm here to talk to you about. Fire behavior health problems and mental health issues in the fire service with fire personnel. It's a growing epidemic. According to the Firefighter Behavioral Health Alliance, FBHA, firefighters are 3 times more likely to die from suicide themselves than in a line of duty death. 2013 to 2017, 89% increase in firefighter suicides. 143 firefighters died alone, taking their own lives in 2015. The Journal of Emergency Medicine Services, 2015, did a report on a survey of 4,000 firefighters. 37% of those firefighters contemplated suicide. That's 10 times the rate of the general population. Fire Engineering magazine said PTSD is prevalent in 4 to 6 of the general population. It's 37% in the fire service. I want you all to think back a few minutes ago when we were role-playing and in the shoes of a firefighter. And I want you to think, what is stigma in relation to fire behavioral health in the fire service with a firefighter? Stigmas are created by firefighters. Oh yeah, we're bigger than them, we're badder, we're macho, we can get this done, it doesn't bother us. The community looks up to us like superheroes in some fashion, like we're their kids and we're the parent. We're going to get things solved. And the fire service itself creates this. Stigma is defined as a negative, erroneous attitude about a person. It's a prejudice or a negative stereotype. Take a moment, think about that. We consider ourselves superheroes. The community considers us superheroes. I don't think we are. Randy Mello of GEMS. Undesirable stigma associated with mental health issues has been a very difficult hurdle for the Public Community Safety Service. He goes on saying that much is being done, but much more needs to be done. Lieutenant Mastronian said in an article from Fire Rescue One, we need to start changing the stigma in the fire service that we are all tough guys and we don't have feelings. It's a cultural change. That has to start from the bottom down and the top up. Everybody has to make that change. We need to be able to help those in need who need to be helped. Mike Mauser was a fire captain. 33 years on the job out of Tennessee. January 22nd, he drove his vehicle into a cemetery and was found hanging in a tree a day later by a passerby. 33 years in the fire service, his daughter stated he kept it all in. He never talked to anybody. He showed no signs of weakness. We didn't have a clue. Of course, there are many programs out there put in place. One, Fire Service Behavioral Health Guide has been published. It shows 4 components: leadership, firefighters, peer support, and clinical support. The National Fallen Firefighter Foundation, geared towards new training. Of course, there's EAP programs put out there by employers for employee assistance. And then the International Association of Firefighters has opened up a Center of Excellence in Maryland in 2017 for help of treatment and recovery. In conclusion, I want you guys to help me help those who are in need. Please remember that everyone must go home and stand by each other's sides. Thank you.